Right, the man who was recently voted top rock instrumentalist by the readers of Playboy magazine is coming next. He's going to have some live music from the very talented Jeff Healey. After this, though, yet another Canadian talent, and a good one too, about to visit these shores. It's a band called Luba. On My Way. That's Luba, a band from Canada who will be in the UK next month. Okay, as a taster of what we're about to enjoy live, here's a very special jingle.
Radio One FM.
Sounds good to me. Jeff Healey, and immortalised he was there with the Radio One jingle he did for us a year or two back now. Jeff, welcome back to Radio One.
Thank you very much.
You actually had to search your brain a little to remember doing that.
Well, you know, when you've sort of travelled around and done this and done that, those particular 10 seconds just don't always stand out.
Well, it's a well-loved jingle here on the station.
Thank you very much.
Very glad to say. You're in the country.
I wonder what those royalty checks were all about.
Royalties?
Yes.
Oh, now you've really got us running. You're in the country for a very short promotional visit, they call it, yeah?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
An artist's nightmare is another description I've heard.
Well, maybe we'll wake up at some point.
I mean, they tend to kind of really put you through the hoop, don't they, in these sort of things? You're in a country for about 3 days and you meet 1,000 people and talk to them all.
Well, you know, I mean, we enjoy it for the most part. I mean, that's why we're in the business and that sort of thing. You know, if you didn't want to do it, you have no business being there.
It's true. You have a new album to talk about, which is good.
Yes, we do.
The band album is called Hell to Pay, and it's out any second now.
Any second.
And as well as having your group on it and all working together on that album, you have some star guests, I gather, as well, who kind of popped by the studio.
Well, actually, they popped by their own respective studios where they were, and we popped tapes down to them. That's basically how it worked, you know, so the magic of tape. Who
did you get in?
We're speaking, of course, with George Harrison and Jeff Lynne and Mark Knopfler. We had people like Paul Schaefer and Bobby Whitlock come up to the facilities where we were recording, just outside of Montreal. You know, it was a fun time had by all.
Yeah, it must be nice to have these, I guess, heroes playing on the album with you as well.
Certainly, you know, it's quite a thrill. No doubt about that.
Well, obviously, we'll be playing tracks from that album in the coming weeks on the programme, but today you've come in complete with an acoustic and have bravely volunteered to do a couple of tunes for us. So what would you like to do for us?
Well, I'm going to do a couple of things, starting off with a tune that Steve Cropper wrote that we were turned on to. He was sort of passing around, and A&R people get a hold of it as A&R people will. And it's a thing called How Long Can a Man Be Strong? Okay. Give that a try. I've been restless for a long, long time, trying to find a home for this heart of mine. Nights are lonely and the days are long. It's hard to find a reason to carry on. But all this searching, is it ever gonna end? Must I keep on losing again and again? Tell me, how long can a man be strong? How long must he carry on without the love of a woman to call his own? Tell me, how long can a man be strong? It's on every man's mind to find that special girl. Some of them get lucky, but I'm alone in this world. Still I know she's out there somewhere, so I'm gonna keep on trying. Someday I'm gonna find her, it's just a matter of time. As long as I've been waiting, I know she's been waiting too. Hold on a little longer, baby, I'm on the way to you. without the love of a woman to call his own. Tell me, how long can a man be strong? Won't you tell me, how long can a man be strong? Now ever since this world began, it takes a woman to make a man. Oh, and I need someone. Don't you know I need someone? Let me tell you now, all this searching, I wanna know when it's gonna end. Must I keep on losing again and again? Tell me, how long can a man be strong? How long must he carry on without the love of a woman to call his very own? Tell me, how long can a man be strong? Don't you hear him say, how long can a man be strong?
Jeff Healey, and what a good song that was.
Thank you.
Well done, the A&R department. Steve Cropper, quite a songwriter.
Yes, he is, and a great guitar player in his own right.
Absolutely right. Still working out there hard nowadays too, isn't it? I mean, these legends who seem to kind of work 20 years after you think they might have even stopped, but no. So you're here on a promotional visit now, but what about a Jeff Healey band tour?
Well, we're planning a full European, UK type of tour around the fall. So we should be back here somewhere around late September, early October in that area.
Celebrate the autumn in Europe.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Beautiful time.
Yeah, you were in that movie Roadhouse. Did you enjoy the experience?
Oh, we loved doing the film. Yes, no doubt about it. It was a great chance at that point in our careers to see, the whole Hollywood side of things.
Yeah, gave you the chance to get the music across to a whole different crowd too, I guess, because people who go to the movies don't necessarily follow the music scene per se.
Ain't it the truth?
Going to do another song for us then?
Well, we're going to try. This time around on the album, we decided, or I decided, that I wanted to get Joe Rockman and Tom Stephen, bass player and drummer respectively, involved in the artistic input and output of the album. And as a result, we sat down and wrote quite a lot of songs together, the three of us, which was a nice experience. 4 of which are on the album, and 1 of which I'd like to try and do for you now. And it's a thing very simply titled Life Beyond the Sky, like this here. I took a walk yesterday, and I'm sorry to say the people were poor in a world of war and doubt. There was no hope inside in the dark of the night, and while they dreamed, it seemed there was no way out. There's a time beyond us all, when you reach it you will never fall. The world's turning, the spirits fly, rise together in a light beyond the sky. I was walking today, what a price people pay. Though the wall is down, there's blood on the ground and hate. The environment of life is still under the knife, and so on it goes. No one knows the children's fate. a time beyond us all. When you reach it, you will never fall. The world's turning, the spirits fly. Rise together in a light beyond the sky. I'll be walking tomorrow, far away from the sorrow. I'll see all things on the wings of the eternal dove. Yes, there's a time beyond us all. When you reach it, you'll never fall. The world's turning, the spirits fly. Rise together in a light beyond the sky. Oh, yeah. On the sky.
Life Beyond the Sky, Jeff Healey live on the Saturday Sequence, and that's a song that you'll find on the new Jeff Healey Band album, Hell to Pay. Jeffrey, thank you for dropping by today.
Thank you very much, Richard.
Fun. See you again in the autumn.
Certainly
For
will.
those live dates. This is Radio 1 FM, Richard Skinner, till 7 o'clock.